Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition, the Tuesday edition of Soulshine Sessions. Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. Glad you're here with me. Hope that I have something of value that I can share with you today. Because that's what we need. We need value in our life. One of the things that I think is lacking the very most in our world today is people knowing how to love themselves. And I'm not talking about loving yourself in some egotistical, narcissistic, arrogant way. That's not what I'm talking about. We know people like that, and nobody likes that. I'm talking about loving yourself deeply because you know who you are, you know what you want to do, and you know where you're going, how to get there. We don't know. Most people don't know how to do that. Well, as I was thinking about trying to communicate how to love yourself properly, I started thinking about babies. And you know, babies are a fantastic example to us of how we can love ourselves. Do you remember when you were a baby? No, you don't. Now shut up. I don't remember. You know, I remember glimpses of my childhood, but I don't remember laying on the floor, rolling around, crying, Googling, or whatever. You know, all the things that babies do. I don't remember doing any of that, but I know that I did. But anyway, we think about babies, and the first thing you notice about babies and how they love themselves is that babies think that their bodies are amazing. Now, I know you're laughing now because you're thinking about yourself. And, you know, we tend as we grow older to criticize our bodies, but our bodies are amazing, amazing mechanisms. And babies are just, they come out of the womb and they lay there and they're discovering all the great things about themselves. You notice how babies, you know, they'll hold their hand up and they'll feel their fingers and they wiggle their fingers, and you know, eventually it's going in their mouth. So you should keep their hands clean. But they think their bodies are amazing. They're constantly checking out the different parts of their body, not because there's anything wrong with that, but because they believe that their bodies are amazing. They're new and they've got to discover. And you probably got out of bed this morning and you creaked and you cracked, and that's how you discovered your body. But beyond that, our bodies are amazing mechanisms. It's amazing that we can hold our hands up, we can wiggle our fingers, wave our hands, we can turn our heads, we can get up, we can sit down, we can lay on the floor, we can roll over, we can do all kinds of amazing things that even we think, when we look at babies, are amazing. So why isn't it amazing about us? It's because we don't love ourselves and our bodies. Number two, babies do something that we find hard to do. Number two, that is that babies communicate what they need very simply. When a baby's hungry, it starts to make noises, and then it cries. And when a baby has a dirty diaper, you know that the baby has a dirty diaper because it's uncomfortable. And it says something. It doesn't say, hey, I've got a dirty diaper. No, it cries and it whines or it does something. You know, what's amazing is that mothers know exactly what's wrong with their children, because they've learned how to communicate with the baby. And babies say exactly what what's wrong or what they need or what they want. You know, how does a baby communicate that it wants you to pick it up? Well, it holds its hands out. Pick me up. Everybody knows what that means. 2, babies communicate what they need simply. 3, and this is something that some of you probably do in a wrong way already, but babies flirt with everybody. Babies will flirt with you, and you know it's innocent. Why do babies flirt with you? Well, because they know that when you come over their bed or wherever they're at, that you've come to see them. They know that they're adorable. They know that they're lovable. And you can see it in their eyes. You can see it in their actions and everything. Number 1, babies think their bodies are amazing. Number 2, babies communicate what they need very simply. Number 3, babies flirt with you consistently and innocently. Now, what do we learn from that? That you are amazing. Familiarity is no excuse. You take a look at this amazing mechanism that gets up, it walks, it talks, it thinks, it works, it plays, everything that you want your body to do within reason, it does because of our thoughts. You are amazing. Number 2, say what you need to say and say it simply. You shouldn't hint to somebody that you want something. You shouldn't beat around the bush. You shouldn't imply things without coming out and saying it. It is so much easier to communicate. and I know that sometimes people are very frustrated with me because I come out and I say what I need to say when I need to say it. And I try and say it as simply as possible because I love myself. I try not ever to hint or to beat around the bush about what it is that I want. And you shouldn't either. And number 3, you are lovable. You are adorable. You know, we should have the attitude like a baby. What's not to love? What is not to love about us? Quit telling yourself that you're not. You are special. You are lovable. You are adorable. Everybody is in their own way. And it's so much easier to do these 3 things when you love yourself. Today, make it a point to go out and love yourself more. And like I said, not in an arrogant way. It's not egotistical. It's not narcissistic. In the natural way that we should love ourselves. Do that today. Thursday, I'm going to talk a little bit more about these things, not necessarily in how to love yourself, but lessons that we can learn from toddlers. Toddlers, you know, the little munchkins that run around and climb up and do all kinds of stuff. There are a lot of lessons that we can learn from kids. Thursday, we're going to talk about toddlers. I hope that you all have a fantastic day. I hope that I brought some value to your life. If you've got questions, leave them in the comments or send me a direct message. All I want to do is help you. Help you to be a better person. Be the person that you need to be. Go out and be that person today. Have a great Tuesday. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. And I'll see you Thursday. Take care.